make 2 Cemetery Desecrators. Necroduality, mwah, you're so beautiful. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got zombie copies. And how are we going to be making copies of our zombies? We're going to be using Necroduality, of course. Whenever a non-token zombie enters the battlefield under your control, you're just going to create a token that's a copy of that creature. So you do have to be a little bit afraid, because you can't really use a ton of legendary creatures in your deck, because if you use legendary creatures like our little Narfi, which we're running 1, but if it comes out, you can't really have 2 legendaries on the battlefield, so that is something of note. But otherwise, we're just going to be duplicating all the zombies that we can. I mean, I think we should probably be running maybe 2 Cemetery Desecrators, but this deck is kind of aggro-y. It's kind of, this deck unfortunately doesn't really have too many late game zombies, and I've already checked, Cemetery Desecrator is really the only late game zombie worth running that's not a legendary, so I don't really know what I want to do here yet. I just want to go just as fast as possible and maybe pop out some Necroduality for the funsies. I don't think this will be the most competitive deck ever, to be completely honest with you, but let's see if we can just have some fun with Necroduality. We've got the Champion of the Parish, Shambling Ghast, all that nonsense. Fellstinger is really good. Headless Rider I'm going to spend a little extra time with because this is really good. It gives you a little bit of board protection against swipes, so whenever another zombie you control dies, you're going to create a 2/2 zombie creature token in its place. I think this card deserves a special little mention because I love the art, for one, but it also is really good because it protects you against Doom Scars, Day of Judgments, and Key of the Archive and all that stuff. So we got a Jadar and a Bladestitched Skaab. Bladestitched Skaab's just going to power up all of the other zombies. This card is really awesome if you can use Necroduality, because if you get like 2 or 3 Bladestitched Skaabs, they just stack and stack. I'm pretty sure all your creatures got like 6 power anyway, so this is the deck. Obviously, we're running a little bit of Blood on the Snow and Narfi, and last but not least, we got the Puppet Razor. This card is really good. It lets you replenish your hand very, very well. And again, if you get the Necroduality up, and it's just unlimited resources. So let's go ahead and copy some zombies. Let's just go out there and have some fun. This is the zombie copies. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Sandman, how we doing here? We're gonna go and keep this little puppy here. So we got a little bit of a Jadar action. I actually didn't know if I wanted to run Jadar in this deck because I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming, because it kind of doesn't really run with Necroduality, and we're only running Fellstinger, so I don't know, kind of undecided, but nevertheless, we'll go ahead and start this out with a nice little swamp, and we'll set up for the Jadar regardless. We go for the Sanctum. That's not going to be doing anything anytime soon. And let's go ahead and drop the Jadar for a lovely token. You know, standard Jadar things. Come out, make it 2/2 every turn. Very annoying. So we go with the Cleric of Life's Bond. Okay, we got a Necroduality. Let's drop the Snow-Covered Island. I'm going to swing in with the zombie, obviously. They're definitely not going to block. No chance in God's Green Earth, in Hell, in wherever location. Innistrad, Zendikar, whatever you want. There's no way to block it. So, let's go ahead and create this. And we know we got an Infernal Grasp, so that'll be really nice. So, Infernal Grasp, and they got a Righteous Valkyrie. Without a doubt, we're going to have to take out that Righteous Valkyrie. Unfortunate that it does get to pump up the Cleric of Life's Bond, but we just got to get rid of the Valkyrie. I'm not worried about anything else. I would assume they swing in here, because I'm not blocking you. No chance. No way. We'll go down to 15. It's 15-19. We got an Infernal Grasp, but what I want to do is just get this Necroduality on board. Let's do it. Necroduality. I'm going to swing with both in here. I guess we'll just take them down. I don't want another Righteous Valkyrie to come out and, you know, increase all their life and do all this crazy stuff. So, yep, I think we're going to go with the Necroduality. Yeah, I've got an Infernal Grasp for next turn. We won't have enough for Blood on the Snow for quite a while, but we still do have one. And they have another Righteous Valkyrie. That's obnoxious. 2 is a little OP. Come on, we're down to 11. We do get a Fellstinger, and I think the Fellstinger is going to be live now that we can't really utilize this token very well. We're going to use the Fellstinger, and we can get 2 Fellstingers. Now we're at least sacrificing 1. We're at least sacrificing 1. That much we know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to actually do this because we still have an Infernal Grasp, so I'm not too worried about the Righteous Valkyrie. We're going to sacrifice the Jadar, and go ahead that. I don't know what the heck I just said there, but nevertheless, we do have an Infernal Grasp, and now we can end the turn. We have 7 life, but I don't care that much because we can just kill this Righteous Valkyrie with the Infernal Grasp. And the Cleric of Life's Bond, these have Death Touch. So we can just make an even trade. And that's what's so good about Necroduality. Everything we play is just going to be doubled now. How wonderful is that? So they got Elite Spellbinder. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I don't really care. Do your work. Oh, we actually missed out. Got a little bit too overzealous there. So we gave him a free life. It's not the end of the world, but that was not good on us. We do have 2 Blood on the Snows, so it doesn't matter. Absolutely does not matter. They know what's coming. Unfortunately, they take our Headless Rider. That's pretty annoying. It's actually kind of annoying. So Pyre of Heroes comes out. Look, this isn't that bad because obviously this Cleric of Life's Bond is not attacking, and if they do, I fully welcome it. And we're going to be able to clear the board anyway. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now we get a Cemetery Desecrator. So now we're cooking with fire here. Cooking with something. I don't know what the heck we're cooking with. But we can go ahead and use Cemetery Desecrator, swipe the board, and get back a Fell Stinger. 2 Fell Stingers, actually, because we have Necroduality. Or we can use this. I wish this Cleric of Life's Bond was a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is... We're going to swing in here because we're going to use Blood on the Snow either way. So let's just go ahead and swing in. Get some free damage down. I want to get them down to as much as possible. Let's go for Blood on the Snow. Let's go ahead and clear this entire board. Looks good to me. And we'll get a Fellstinger, or do we want a Jadar? It won't get the Necroduality going, which is really unfortunate, but I think we'll just go for Fellstinger. Yep, so now we're going to get 2, because you know how Necroduality works. And do we want to exploit? We're running a little bit low on life, but they don't have anything with like haste or anything, so screw it. Let's take the Fellstinger action. Let's draw more cards. We're being nice and greedy. We're going to decline the second one. We're down to 3, but they don't have any creature lands. If they had creature lands, I would be a lot more careful here. But, oh well. If we drop the Cemetery Desecrator, we're going to be able to grab 2 of them. So I hope they go a little bit wide here. They do grab the Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, so they say oops now. I don't, okay. Well, I mean, we have a few different options here. We can go for the Cemetery Desecrator. And we can kill, what, we can do 4? I don't see a 4 drop in here anywhere, so that's really unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to drop, we'll just drop this for blue. Screw it, doesn't really matter that much. We can drop this, but we can't go for Infernal Grasp, so I think it's just gonna have to be another Blood on the Snow, really. Yeah. Nothing fancy here, just another Blood on the Snow. We'll just go ahead and clear the board. And we'll go ahead and just, we'll just take another Fellstinger, I guess. And I'm not doing any of this anymore. Or am I? Or am I? I think we've dug a big enough hole. Let's just say no. Let's just play it cool. I kind of want to present a little bit of danger. So let's go for Champion of the Parish. We'll get 2. And because one comes in after the other, this one will get a bump. Because Necroduality does the things that we love. So they're going to go with Cleric of Life's Bond. What else you got here? And another Pyre of Heroes. I wonder, are they going to use the Pyre of Heroes to blow it up and get like a Righteous Valkyrie or something? So they're going to blow this up, and I'm assuming they will just take a Righteous Valkyrie. They do not. They actually get a, oh man, they actually get an Elite Spellbinder. But if they take our Cemetery Desecrator, we still have enough to deal with it. We really do. So this will be 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll still have enough for the Cemetery Desecrator just to hardcast it. And because you know how we roll, we've got the Necroduality, baby. Cemetery Desecrator number 1 comes out, and look at all these triggers. Oh, they're so beautiful. Gain life, gain life. We make 2 Cemetery Desecrators. Necroduality, mwah, you're so beautiful. And they know that's good game. Good game, baby. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Saka, hello, how we doing here? We're gonna keep, we got a healthy medley of cards here. This is just like got the whole family here. We got a little Shambling Ghast, a little bump action, a little draw action, a little destroy action. We got all the actions. So let's drop our Shambling Ghast, see what we got going on here. And I'm gonna assume we're playing against clerics, because we do see these dreaded colors and the Glasspool Mimic, but I've been wrong before. If you're not going to play anything, I'm going to drop our Bladestitched Skaab. go up to a 2-1. I'm gonna swing in because clerics like to gain a lot of life, so we're gonna want to do as much damage as we can as soon as we can. So they go with Skyclave Apparition. Some cleric decks do run Skyclave, so I don't know what we're running up against just yet. I guess we'll just go for black. Yep, black's fine. And I'm gonna go for Fellstinger. I'm not gonna risk going in for the Shambling Ghast. We'll just go for this, take a treasure token, and draw our cards and be on our merry way. I think that's just the best move. Not gonna get cute here. We can drop our Shambling Ghast. I kinda want to not. I want to keep this treasure. Let's keep the treasure because we do have Blood on the Snow, and I don't know if they're gonna go wide here with all their Righteous Valkyrie or just I don't even know what that. Oh, so hey, my spider's senses were tingling. Righteous Valkyrie comes out to play. As long as they can't get to the 27 life, they might be able to. They really might be able to, as long as they don't get what Inquisitor Captain. Oh, that would really be nasty. But right here, I think what we're gonna do is drop our Necroduality, and then we'll be able to Blood on the Snow the next turn. I think that's the best move. So Necroduality, get out there. We need the Siamese zombie twins, and I'm not going to attack just because if they do drop an Inquisitor Captain and get up to the 27 life, I don't want them to swing with the Apparition, which wouldn't have Summoning Sickness. Does that make sense? I'm an idiot. So, okay, so they just go for Skyclave Apparition. This is not that bad. This is not that... Oh, this is kind of bad. They took our Necroduality, which was our baby, unfortunately. We're going to swing in, but it's not the end of the world. We do get a Faceless Haven, and we're going to be able to Blood on the Snow. So, I guess we're just going to swing in here. Yep, let's just go ahead and swing in. Nothing too fancy here. I think they're going to take it because they don't want to give us the Apparition. Oh, this actually surprises me a lot. They're actually going to get... Okay. So they're going to go ahead and give us our 2-2 back. And we're just going to Blood on the Snow now. Destroy all creatures. We'll get our Fellstinger back. And fortunately for us, we do get a creature. Skyclave Apparition could do the 4-4. Do we want to do this? Let's do it. Let's just sacrifice. I know it's a 4-4, but let's just draw cards. Drawing cards is really fun. So we got some more cards to play with here now. And we go with the Inquisitor Captain. So the Inquisitor Captain is very feared. I'm pretty afraid of it. Let's see what they go ahead and get. They get another Inquisitor Captain with the Glass Pole Mimic. I guess we should have seen it coming. So they go with the Elite Spellbinder. Okay, they're gonna take one of our cards away. What you gonna take? What you gonna take from us? I don't even know. Maybe the Headless Rider. I don't really know. Not really sure what you got up there. So they are gonna take the Headless Rider. And we don't really need any blue. I think we only have one blue source, so we'll just drop this for black right this second. We can go for a Fellstinger, a Bladestitched Skaab, and a Shambling Ghast. I think that's the move. So let's just go ahead and get a little bit wide here. Get a little wide, make a little love, get down tonight. And we'll drop the Fellstinger. At this point, I don't really want that much treasure, so we're going to sacrifice the Shambling Ghast, and we're going to go ahead and give you a -1 in the air. Target me, because why not me? And we're just going to kill the Elite Spellbinder. Because this deck doesn't have too many things to be able to deal with that, so we'll go ahead and swing here, and we're going to trade a Captain for a Scorpion. So they got a 3-3. I don't want to see another Inquisitor Captain because that'll be very obnoxious. So just an Elite Spellbinder. I don't really care because we're actually really low on mana here. I don't know we're not low on... Good lord, are we not low on mana? We are low on just things to play. And this has a Vigilance, so I think we want to let this go because we want to get our Headless Rider out, and then that'll yield us a little bit more. So we go down to 9, which is really ugly. We do get our Cemetery Desecrator, which is a gorgeous top deck. You'll love to see it. We can do a lot here. So we can go for the Desecrator and take away the Spellbinder or the Captain. I guess we'll take away the Elite Spellbinder just because it's in the air, I suppose. So let's just take away the Spellbinder. That's fine with me. Swing in with the Fellstinger. If they want to trade, that's cool. If not, they're taking some damage. And again, it's very important that we do get some damage off, because it's very, very strenuous. They don't get to 27 life. because this Righteous Valkyrie makes everything really big at 27 life. So let's see what they're thinking here. What you thinking? Do you have like a Fading Hope or something? They are gonna trade the Captain for the Scorpion. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're sitting on a Cemetery Desecrator. They got a Skyclave Apparition. It's not gonna be able to take our Cemetery Desecrator, obviously, because the mana value is too high. And oh my gosh, this is atrocious. I don't know what's going on. We can only draw lands, I guess. We can drop the Headless Rider and a Shambling Ghast, so that's gonna be the move here. Headless Rider and our Shambling Ghast. We're gonna swing in. We do have Menace, so down to 14 when they go. Can't block even if they wanted to. Don't think they would want to anyway. So they're gonna go for Ghoulcaller. Okay. Assuming they're gonna take our Cemetery. This is awful. If we draw another land, it's gonna go Knight. Oh my gosh, that's close. I mean, that is close as it can be. We're gonna drop the Champion of the Parish. And we're gonna use the Faceless Haven. This actually is a zombie type, because it's all zombies, so that's really cute. Interesting of note. Let's go ahead and swing in. If they want to attack or block with the Shambling Ghast, that's fine with me. I'm going to actually use it to kill you. So that's kind of shocking to me that they actually block here, because we're going to be able to replace with the zombie. And the zombie with the Headless Rider. And Champion of Parish is going to kill the Ghoulcaller, and we're going to get a Cemetery Desecrator. The Champion of Parish is going to go off. We're going to eliminate the Righteous Valkyrie. We're going to do this. We're going to get rid of the Skyclave Apparition, and we're going to get a 2/2 back. Oof. So that was kind of a mouthful there, but pretty good power move. 8 to 9, and we're sitting on... we're sitting on a lot of things here. So Cleric of Life's Bond. It's not going to be too good here. We got a Vigilance, and that's going to be it. The zombies take the W. RB Golden, how we doing here? This is going on the draw here. This is not a good hand. We're gonna go ahead and mulligan that. I just want to be a little bit quicker. So let's take this, and we'll keep the. We're gonna have to use the Fell Stinger on the Champion of the Parish. I guess we're just gonna be risky. We're gonna be risky. We're gonna go away with the Infernal Grasp. Maybe we're playing a more control deck. I see blue here, so. I know that's never really the best thing to do because a lot of people like to run bluffs, but be that as it may, whatever. We're gonna go for Champion of the Parish here. So, okay, and it doesn't look like we're going. You know, they didn't bluff us. I mean, I feel pretty good. Usually, some people will have like blue and then they'll be running like mono red or like clerics or something, but no, we get an honest, fair thing here, and we can't do anything. Nothing. I'm going to turn on full control just to make them think that maybe we're running counters or at least a Fading Hope or something. But we're not. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and pass full control. What do they want to do? They are not going to attack. Well, thank goodness, because, well, we don't got anything for you. So that's really good for us. We're going to drop this for black. And now do we want to go for Headless Rider or Fell Stinger? I'm assuming whatever they got something for us either way, but I guess we'll just go for the Headless Rider. That makes more sense because then turn 2 we can drop a Shambling Ghast and a Fell Stinger. Obviously it's all hypothetical because it's not going to go through. So we get divided by 0. I wonder what the Geist Channeler made cheaper. That's never good. So they go for the Key to the Archive. Oof. Not too good here. So, oh, they actually ditched their environmental sciences. I guess they've decided that they've got enough land. They don't need that stuff. That stuff's for losers. Screw that. And I get, oh god, at this point, I mean, I'm a little bit afraid. I'm a little bit afraid of a board wipe, so I guess we'll put up the protection. We'll go for Headless Rider, and then we'll go Shambling Ghast to make our Champion of the Parish a strong 3/3. Swing in here, at least get some damage off. I hate to say it, we gotta do something. If they do have like a Doom Scar or a Day of Judgment from the Key to the Archive, at least we'll be able to save ourselves a little bit with the Headless Rider. So they're gonna take a Time Warp, so they're just gonna take another turn. Oh my god, that's... okay, so Time Warp it is. Just a fresh new turn. And it's a new turn, new day, and they're gonna go for Teferi. Oh god, you hate this.
I know. I'm right on time.
Yeah, you are right on time. You usually do. You do usually come right on time. So they're gonna go for Divine Purge, and that's like the worst possible card for us. Like, just the absolute worst possible card, because obviously everything goes away. Oh my goodness, and then we don't get the protection from Headless Rider, so that's really unfortunate. We got this Necroduality. I think we're just going for broke here. Let's go for Necroduality. If they can't remove this Necroduality with a I mean, what, they got Divide by Zero, obviously. They can probably take a lesson and do something. Discover the formula.
Who's counting?
I'm not counting. I'm counting my last breaths here, I think. Teferi. They've got a bazillion things to play. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Let's go for champion, but let's just start small. Let's just start small. Let's see if they can do it. And let's see what they're running. So, okay, we get a Necroduality. That's 2. That makes 2. We're looking okay here. And we're just going to drop the Fell Stinger. Or at least try. At least try. So we do get this to go off. We do get this to go off. Champion of the Parish. We need these bodies out here. So I want these to get nice and big. Nice and big. And I'm going to actually exploit one of our Fell Stingers. Because, yeah, I think that's fine. They're not going to get any bigger. The Death Touch is irrelevant. We'll go ahead and draw some cards. I think we kind of want to. I think we're going to want some firepower here. It's not great. I mean, you know they're probably going to get rid of us anyway. So we're just kind of after land here, and I don't see any land here. Pretty rough. Discover the formula. I think we're just hanging on a prayer here. So Faithful Absence is going to take us out, and we're just really hoping for this Necroduality to be able to roll here, because this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. Teferi's going to untap the key to the archive. You're going to go for another Discover the Formula. How many cards do you need in your hand? So they're just going to go for Fading Hope, so that takes care of our little zombie. As long as we have Necroduality, there's at least a prayer that we could have. So, hold on, how many cards you got in your hand here? They're going to have, yeah, I was going to say, they're going to have to at least discard 1. So, do I want to go for another Necroduality? I think let's do it. Let's do another Necroduality. I mean, if they can't counter, or at least divide by 0, this is like our win condition. Because, I mean, we can play out all the creatures we want. We're going to need to just keep Necrodualitying. So, Necroduality is going to give us 3 Champion of the Parish. Let's go. Let's get nice and big. You know? Screw it. As long as a Hullbreaker Horror or something doesn't come out, I mean, whatever. So they're gonna Faithful Absence us twice, but that gives us, I mean, that gives us 3 clue tokens. They're gonna Fading Hope us as well. I guess we're just kind of worried about the big bomb at this point. Like, we're worried about Hullbreaker Horror. We're worried about Leer. Leer gives them access to more time warps. So that's kind of just what we're nervous about now. They got, okay, here's the Leer. Yeah, here's the Leer, and okay. Okay. What do we want to do here? We can't get countered. I know we can't get countered, so that's nice to go into this. They can always Fading Hope it. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't looking good. They got all the Fading Hopes, all the Fateful Absence. It's mostly this Time Warp that I'm really scared of. But we're gonna have to at least try. Is there a divide? I want to make sure that there is a divide by 0. There is a divide by 0, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just have to try. And let's just go for an Infernal Grasp. I'm sure they will do Fading Hope or divide. But yeah, they can do whatever they want. So let's go for the Infernal Grasp. I'm sure a Fading Hope is coming. Oh, they're just going to go for Discover the Formula instead. So, I mean, okay. I'm sure the Fading Hope is coming at this point. It can't be countered, but fortunately there's plenty of ways to draw around that with the Fading Hope. So, let's see what they want to do here. I'm sure they're going to divide by 0. So, that's actually going to divide by 0 the Infernal Grasp, which is, you know, interesting. Okay. As long as we can still keep the Necrodualities on the board, you know, there's still a hope. At this point, I think what I'm going to do is drop the Headless Rider, because we'll be able to get 2 out of the Necroduality. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. They can't counter it, so if we drop the Infernal Grasp, they would just be able to use Fading Hope on the Leer. So I think what we want to do here is just get 3 Headless Riders. Let's at least try it out. I know they can use Divine Purge, but we'd at least still be able to save our, okay, so Headless Rider is going to kick in. This is not that big a deal to them. I know it looks really good, but the Divine Purge is going to be able to just swipe our board effortlessly with 0 effort. Very unfortunate. This game is very close to actually being over, in all honesty. But we're going to play it out. So we're going to use Divide by 0 on one of our Necrodualities. Do they have another one? Don't think they have another Divide. Or that technically was in their hand, so I guess they get another one. So I guess that was in their hand, so they are going to get another one here. Let's see what they want to do. I mean, the game is basically over. Yeah, they're going to go for Time Warp. Yeah, the game's over. Bolded, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. I'm feeling like bolded. I'm feeling more like italic. Maybe like underlined. I don't know. It's just kind of what I'm feeling today. But we're going to go for Champion of the Parish. We do have 2 Puppet Raisers. We're only running 2. I do like this card being a zombie, and it lets you recycle your hand and recover pretty well. So that's really nice. We got a Shatter Skull. I'm going to drop this for... Let's just drop it for blue. Pretty good. I'm going to drop this... Oh, we got a pretty good start here. We've got a beautiful Champion of the Parish, which is going to continue to grow and grow. And, oh, I know I got to say this every single time, but it looks like the Champion of the Parish, to me, is like playing the guitar, or like the banjo. I know it's a sword, but I just can't unsee it. Gosh dang it, I really just can't. So we're sitting on, we can't even like play anything right now. Kind of a weird spot, kind of yucky, but we do have an Infernal Grasp, so if they want to drop their scary Town Raiser Tyrant, we'll at least be able to kill it. And it's kind of unfortunate because, yeah, so the Town Raiser Tyrant, you know they have it. They just don't never not have the turn 3 Town Raiser Tyrant. It's pretty much hardwired into the game. So they're gonna go ahead and do this. This is gonna be really awful because it's gonna keep burning us, and we're not even close to in a position where we want to give this up yet. So we'll go ahead and decline. We do got a Felsinger, and the Felsinger is really good. I'm gonna swing in here. It doesn't really matter because this goes up by 1, but we still get to swing off with the Shambling Ghast this way. So it doesn't matter if we play it before or after combat. Let's go ahead and target ourselves, create a treasure token. And now we got some Blood on the Snow action. 1, 2, 3. So we're just 1 off of being able to drop Blood on the Snow. Gonna be pretty good. Gonna be pretty good here. Let's see what they want to do. See what they want to do. This is always interesting here because we're kind of like half aggressive, but we're still running control cards. So they're gonna go with a second Town Raiser Tyrants. Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So Town Raiser Tyrant is gonna take over the swamp. And what do we want to do here? I'm gonna decline this. Let's go ahead and decline this. We'll get a Shambling Ghast rather than anything else. Not great. So I'm gonna do this just so we can swing in with both of these creatures here. Because they're kind of low on life too. Like, they need to be careful. Like, they are low on life. So they actually, wow, I think at this point the Blood and the Snow might be foregone. So we're gonna actually go for the Puppet Raiser instead. This might be a little risque, and it is. But we're gonna do this and be able to take a Bladestitched Skaab. So, okay, I think the game's pretty much on the line here. We're gonna have to get rid of both of these because I can't keep taking this forever. They can drop some sort of Haste Dragon, you know, Infernal, the Star Mounts. So I wonder if they're gonna use the Manaform Hellkite. They are, or at least it appears to be. And they don't have anything else to play as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so at this point, I think we're gonna have to pop the swamp and then keep the island. Oh my god. How yucky. I think we have to, because we have to play this Bladestitched Skaab. So we do get an Infernal Grasp. That's not enough for lethal. We could drop this, and this would make what? 4, 4, 9. So they would at least have to block something. I think this is actually the move. This is going to get a little bit weird. We're going to drop the Bladestitched Skaab, and because we can threaten for lethal, they're going to have to block something. And if they block the Shambling Ghast, we'll be able to make a treasure for the Infernal Grasp. Looks good to me. And if they don't block the Shambling Ghast, then we'll just trade, and we won't have to drop the Infernal Grasp anyway. Oh, so much to my surprise, they're actually going to block our Puppet Raiser. Okay. I didn't see that coming, I can't even lie. So they're gonna use Orb of Dragonkind. I don't think they can really do anything here. They can drop whatever Haste Dragon they want. I don't think it's gonna be enough. They could drop Inferno of the Star Mounts, which is their best creature. and it's not going to be able to do 8 damage, not in one turn, with no board. So they do grab a gold span dragon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then swing in for 4, but it's looking pretty good. I think what they're going to have to do is set up a defense. They can't go offense right now, because offense is just giving us the game. So let's see what they want to do. I think they're probably knowing that they can't, so I wonder if they have some sort of like Dragon's Fire or something. Because they have Dragon's Fire, you know, they can still do something, a little something. So they're going to go for red here. They got Moon Veil. So they're going to drop the Moon Veil, and they still have 2 right here. I'm thinking we're sitting kind of pretty. Let's see what they want to do. I don't know, Bold. You're looking... I don't know how bold you're looking right now. Looking like italics right now. So they're going to go for Dragon's Fire, and then they can, what, discard their card? I don't think they're going to discard their hand. That doesn't make any sense. But they are going to kill our Bladestitched Skaab. And at this point, it doesn't really matter because we've got lethal. We'll just take the action because it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and Infernal Grasp. Yep, Infernal Grasp this Moon Veil. And they'll be able to deal 0 damage because they don't own anything, and that is going to be a good game. Never like to give a premature good game, so swing in, and that's a good game. Zombies, take it, baby. So we're back at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and overall, I definitely gotta say, this deck did perform about how I was expecting, and that's not exactly the best thing or the worst thing, it just is what it is. I knew that this deck wasn't gonna be all that competitive, like super meta-y, but, you know, this Necroduality, it's a really fun card. I think the way this deck needs to run is with Necroduality, there needs to be more late game zombies, and then you have like a more control-y type shell early game, because if you're going aggro zombies, I hate to say it, you probably just don't even want to run Necroduality at all. It just slows you down. So it's a conflict of interest, and it definitely doesn't run very well. I mean, if you're just trying to have some fun with Necroduality, go ahead. I wouldn't take this into the ranked ladder. I just wouldn't. I struggled with it. I think we went like 6 and 9 or something. Definitely one of the least. You know, I just want to be honest with you. You know, definitely one of the worst decks I've ever made, and the Necroduality does really hurt. Again, super fun card when it gets to use it, but realistically, it's more of a funsy card until we get some more late game zombies. So if, you know, more late game zombies, I would be happily to revisit this card, and I think I will someday. But for now, this is the deck. Hope you liked, enjoyed watching it. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go subscribe, comment, like, tell me how ugly I am. Whatever you gotta do, just do something because it helps me out a lot. But until then, I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan.